Hey Rams, I just wanted to take the time to talk to you about why it's so important to register to vote and vote in the United States. As a government teacher at Rogers High School, I'd be the first to tell you that many people like to complain about what's going on in America. Those complaints can't be heard unless you voice your opinion. Voicing your opinion comes in the form of voting in the United States. We are a representative democracy. That means someone represents your opinion. If you don't choose to vote, then you don't choose to elect someone to represent your opinion. So please go out and register to vote and then vote, because it's our constitutional duty. Vote Rams.
Hi, I'm Mr. Wittick, and I want to talk to you quickly about why it's important that you vote. So we live in a democracy, which means that the government bases its decisions on what voters want. By casting your ballot, you ensure that your beliefs, your policies, your ideas have a seat at the table and are heard by the government. If you don't vote, they're not going to listen. That's why it's really important that if you're 18 or older, you register to vote and cast your ballot this November and in all the elections beyond.
Hey Rams, Miss Smith here with two big reasons why you should be voting. One, politicians care about those who put them in office, which are those who vote. So if you want your ideas heard and to get things done, make sure you're voting. Two, it matters. Sometimes they'll tell you it doesn't, but it does. And the reason we know that is that the richest in the country vote 98% of the time. The only time they don't is usually because they're too sick to get to the polls. If voting didn't matter, they wouldn't be voting, but they know it makes a difference. So go out there and vote.
Hello, Rams. The question is, why should students have the right to vote? I really believe there's three reasons to it. Number one, it's your civic duty. It is your passageway. You have turned 18 years old, and according to the 26th Amendment, you have that guaranteed constitutional right to vote. Second reason I feel is people have protested, people have died, people have fought for your right to vote. And the third is there's been legislation that protects your right to vote. So that's my take. Go ahead, good luck, and cast that vote November 3rd. Go Rams.
Hello, Rams. Why vote? I'll tell you what. The reason I vote is because I look back, my grandfather fighting in World War II, my dad fighting in Vietnam, my middle brother fighting in Iraq, and they were all fighting for one thing, and that usually came down to freedom. And our greatest freedom as a country, as a people, is that right to vote and have our opinions and our thoughts come through those votes. I learned at a very young age. My parents told me that if you don't vote, then you can't complain. Think about that. Fight on, Rams.
My name is Mrs. Turner, and I want to talk to you about voting. Voting is important because that's how the government knows what we want them to do. The government works for us. And you know what? The people that vote are the people that get the most protection and the most things from the government. If you want to have your needs, your issues met and considered, you need to be casting a ballot. If you are 18 or will be 18 by election day, please register to vote and please cast your ballot.